Greetings and welcome to New Cloud Media. I am your host, Mike Bravo. I want to thank our partners at My Debt Cloud and welcome our guest, Sam Chambers.
Good morning, Mike. Thank you for having me.
Uh, Good to see you today. Sam, you're a retirement planning specialist. You've been working in this field, uh, financial and retirement planning services for some time. How many years have you been working in this field, and in what regions across the U.S. do you work?
Mike, I've been in financial services now for just over 40 years
Hmm.
and roughly 30 different states. And that's largely because consumers from that I help in one state will tell their friends in another state to give me a call.
Okay. Oh, it's always good to have those connections and those personal referrals. As we begin our conversation today, and I'm sure the people that you speak with and as they interact with their friends, they're experiencing the current climate that is full of volatility and uncertainty, and many people are looking for solutions. How are you helping people on a practical level in this current environment?
Well, we begin with a 45-minute consultation regarding financial, their current financial condition, uh, to provide a better understanding of what the consumer has available to them. We work with business owners to help them increase their cash flow and to um, provide them financial resources that are available that they're not necessarily aware of. And it's the same with the consumer.
Hmm. Okay. This whole field of serving others in this way, how did you get involved in this field?
I originally started working working in the field of respiratory therapy after leaving the Marine Corps. And I was in school for that prior to going into the service. I served in the Marine Corps for 8 years. And when I returned to respiratory therapy, I was working in a local hospital with patients who many of them were chronically ill. And those chronically ill patients, some were non-compliant, but they all had this condition that was not going to get better. I
Hmm.
wanted to help people, but I was tired of looking at people that I had no answers for. All I could do was make them more comfortable.
Hmm.
And I wanted
Hmm.
and I wanted more. I wanted more for myself. I wanted more for them. And I was very discouraged as a number of those patients were dying,
Hmm.
and I wanted a different career path. And so I looked for an alternative career path by simply enrolling in a local community college,
Hmm.
uh, just looking for something else. I didn't know what that something else was going to be yet.
Hmm.
And when I finally got there, I found insurance. I looked at real estate, I looked at stock brokerage,
Hmm.
and I landed on insurance, something that was going to be there um, for all time. It had been there for all time.
Hmm. Well, that's an interesting journey. So, in your current work, how does the process uh, work out for individuals?
We begin with a 45-minute consultation
Hmm.
regarding their uh, current financial condition to provide a better understanding of the resources that that consumer has available to them,
Hmm.
their uh, their intent and their drive and their desire
Hmm.
to eliminate debt,
Hmm.
because they first have to have the financial resources to do so, But they also have, more than important than that, they have to have the attitude, they have to have the desire to get out of debt. They have to see debt as a bad thing. They don't want to be here anymore. And we're not that guy that, you see on the television or you hear on the radio. We have real solutions, and we're not going to tell you that you have to alter your life, and you can't have a credit card. We're just going to show you how you can do things and be more responsible with it.
Oh, that sounds very hopeful. Is there a cost for someone to be involved with your financial solutions?
We don't charge any fees for our services.
Mm-hmm.
So every dollar that the consumer has to apply toward their debt goes to work for them immediately.
Hmm.
We're paid by the insurance carriers that we represent. And so therefore the consumer is able to get 100% of their money working for them from day one.
Hmm. That's excellent. So when you're working with your clients, are there other services that you provide beyond the debt elimination program?
Well, we also, or I should say, let me just ask you a question, Mike. So if something happened, um, let's say an unexpected health crisis, and it to you or your family member, do you have the financial documents on file with all your financial institutions? Excuse me, uh, for releasing your finances to your family members, to that person who's providing care. And
Hmm.
my team and I can help you become debt free 2 to 3 times faster, and with many benefits, many more benefits than you currently have. And so, most of you listening, did you know that you could have had you could have been debt free if you started us with us, let's say just as 9 or 10 years ago? You could be in a debt free place today.
Hmm. That sounds encouraging. And so what does those additional services that you provide, what do those look like?
Well, we help people with the debt elimination,
Mhm.
estate planning, and uh, business cash flow, working with specialized tax incentives and credits for business owners and
Hmm.
employers.
And so are there some practical tools out there that are available to assist your clients, um, different foundations or government programs that you're able to guide them into to um, help their cash flow situation?
Absolutely. So a lot of people are not aware of it, but banks use financial instruments outside of their banking systems.
Hmm.
They actually go into the insurance arena to protect their financial assets.
Hmm.
Uh, any of the major banks in this country all use the very same financial instruments that we recommend to our clients. These instruments have been able to help people that we all know in history. For example, uh, when we were in the Great Depression, J.C. Penney took advantage of his financial instruments that we recommend to clients today to continue to pay his employees.
Hmm.
When Walt Disney could not get a loan to build Disneyland, he was able to use this very same financial instrument that we talk about every single day with
Hmm.
our consumers to finance Disneyland. And those ladies out there may have heard of Mary Kay. She did the exact same thing. She went
Yes.
into her account that her financial planner set up for her and used the cash from that to form her company, Mary Kay Cosmetics. So these instruments have been around a long, long time, but they've been buried under an avalanche of nonsensical information for people who have their own personal agendas.
Wow, those are helpful insights to keep in mind and to implement. So, Sam, how may people get involved with accessing your services?
I can be reached. My website is Sam Chambers. You can reach me at samchambers.com or call me at 904-333-9218. Or you can visit my Debt Cloud. Okay, that's mydebtcloud.com and book an educational session there.
Great. Thank you for that contact information. Sam, thank you for your time today. I really learned a lot and appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Mike. It was a great opportunity to visit with you.
Today's show was sponsored in part by DeRosa Associates. On behalf of New Cloud Media, I want to thank our audience for joining us today. And until next time, keep pressing upwards.